There are several guys named Michael Warner. Further complicate things, there are Michael Warners Jr. and Senior, but you're Michael Scott Warner, that's correct?
Yes.
This is Judge Middleton. I'm here at the courthouse. Also present is Mr. Keith Stickley with us on the Zoom feed. He is the Chief Public Defender. You got charged with illegal entry in January. And this case has got a bit of a tortured history. Let me go in here. The complaint alleges that on or about January 12th, that you broke into a property that belonged to Alicia Klein. Is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. You pled not guilty. As I indicated, I gave you a PR bond and then you didn't show up. So you got arrested last night. Now, in addition, you have another matter.
So
I think that may have been Judge Patterson, but the other matter.
Stuff. I've never used them, so I don't.
Was file one. In a methamphetamine case, there was a misdemeanor plea. And Judge Patterson gave you 20 days, credit 20 days, $475 fines or 4 additional days in jail. And I don't know that you ever made any payment. So that case is still hanging out. That's file 23907. There's some carryover from another room over there. How did you come to get arrested last night, Mr. Warner?
I was at my brother's house, and I don't know, cops just showed up or.
And where was that? Who's your brother?
Jacob Warner. He was at work at the time, so.
All right. Charged with anything else, or they just picked you up on this old warrant?
Yeah, they just picked me up on the warrant. That was it.
Now, who is Alicia Klein to you? I thought she was related to you.
Yeah, she's my cousin.
All right. So let me repeat. The allegation is that you went into that property without permission back in January. You pled not guilty to that charge. Do you wish to continue your plea of not guilty?
Yeah, because that was all taken care of already. Because they didn't. I don't know. There wasn't nothing. I didn't think they wanted to go any further with anything though. So.
Well, the prosecutor charged it. Now,
okay.
Did your grandmother have some ownership interest in this?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, you got evicted. And Bruce Morse came out and served the eviction, told you to leave. And then you came back in, according to this, went back in the house, made a bed, had some hamburger helper cooked on the stove. This was after I did an eviction case. So, yeah, they haven't dropped this charge. So, all right, I'll show your continued plea of not guilty. Keith, I had originally I gave him a PR bond and set this for a pretrial with the prosecutor, and he paid me back by not showing up twice, first for the hearing and then for the show cause.
Right.
Plus, he hasn't paid the $475 he owes on the last case. So I guess my options would be to set an attorney pretrial, but then it would get bumped all the way out to May 31st, or just set a pretrial with an attorney, with the prosecutor. What's your thought here?
He probably would benefit from counsel, considering that what happened, and I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would like a reconsideration of a PR bond, and maybe having counsel appointed would help, or the court would consider a low cash bond. Either way, I'm sure he wants to deal with this, and will, I think, come back to court.
All right, Mr. Warner, do you want me to appoint a lawyer to help you with this?
Yeah, if you could, yeah.
All right.
You could be able to get me.
Now, one option, I can transfer this to Judge Patterson. I'll set the attorney pretrial for May 17th at 8:30. I think Judge Patterson may have had this at one point. Are you working someplace?
No, not right now.
When did you last work?
I'm not too sure when it was. It's been a while.
All right. Well, you had another case that was reduced to a misdemeanor. Judge Patterson gave you 20 days credit and a fine to pay, and you never paid anything on the fine. So that's going to need to be rectified. Then I let you out on a PR bond and you didn't show up. So I set a hearing to find out why you didn't show up, and you didn't show up for that. So you waited around to get arrested, and here we are. So I'm going to leave the bond. It was 500 PR. I changed it to 500 cash or surety. The allegation is you went in this house after you got evicted without permission. But maybe there's more to it. You wish to plead not guilty. Ms. Klein owns a number of houses. So you're not working, you're not paying your fines, you're not showing up for court. And so that's not a good combination. So I'm sorry, go ahead.
I couldn't show up for court. Just the last time I had no ride. I couldn't find any ride to get to court. But I know somebody that can give me a ride, because I talked to somebody and they said that I could come and help them with work and stuff once it got nice out.
All right. Well, I'll get you a ride from the sheriff. I'll see you on May 17th. Actually, Judge Patterson will. I don't want you to wait all the way till, if someone will post your bond, you can get out. Otherwise, you're going to sit for a few days. What I'll probably do is wipe out that $475 that you owe in the other case. Yeah, that's what you get. For blowing off 2 court hearings. What?
How long do I have to sit for 2 days or 500?
Yes. It's not 2 days. It's until May 17th.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly what's going on there.
I don't know.
I had issues with the landlord-tenant case. And as I said, rather than do the bench warrant, because I talked to him, I let him out. I gave him the PR bond. He didn't show up. I don't think he was confused. I gave him the date. He may not have gotten the date for the show cause. I didn't get his address. I don't think he's doing real well. All right. Thanks for your help, Keith. And unfortunately, Judge Patterson inherits that. But he's dealt with him before. He gave him the original 20 days. All right. Thank you.
Yep. Have a good day.
What unfolded in this courtroom was a portrait of a man caught in a cycle that's all too familiar: missed appearances, unpaid fines, and a system that kept extending grace until it simply couldn't anymore. Michael Scott Warner appeared before Judge Middleton facing a misdemeanor illegal entry charge, accused of returning to a property owned by his cousin, Alicia Klein, after being formally evicted. A small charge on paper, but one with a complicated backstory. Warner claimed the matter had already been resolved, maintaining his not guilty plea. But the court record told a different story. This wasn't Warner's first time before the bench. A prior methamphetamine case had already been reduced to a misdemeanor, where Judge Patterson gave him 20 days credit and ordered $475 in fines that were never paid. Judge Middleton had extended Warner a PR bond, released on his own word, and in return, Warner missed not one, but 2 court appearances. When asked why he missed court, Warner's answer was simple: he had no ride. The judge's response was equally simple: the sheriff would provide one. Bond was reset from personal recognizance to $500 cash surety, and Warner was remanded until his May 17th attorney pretrial date. What this case really shows is how quickly a minor charge can spiral when someone disengages from the process. Transportation, employment, unpaid fines, real-life obstacles that compound into a losing legal position. Judge Middleton even wiped out the $475 fine, a small mercy in an otherwise unforgiving chain of consequences. The system met this man halfway, more than once. At some point, accountability has to follow. If you found this case as eye-opening as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns. Because justice never gets old.